Hey guys, I'll be talking a lot about alts, how you should gear them, how you should save materials for them, and where to park your alts. Um, yeah, so right now, this is my roster. I have my main, 1460, 450, 45, 45, and the new Arcana class. Yeah, so the notes here. Yeah, so how to get your alts to 14, 15, step by step. So first, what you want is you want a 1370 alt. Choose 5 classes that you really enjoy. I think this is personally the most important thing that you want to do, because if you so what happens is if you really hate a class, right, but it's already like 13 or like 14, 15, it'll feel really bad to just not play on it, and it'll make it really sad for you. So if you start to not like a class, just discard it, make a new one, delete the old one if you don't have enough slots. I don't think it's worth it to play something that's not fun in a video game, right? So first you want to get your main to 1385 so you can unlock the 1370 stronghold honing buff. This will help you make the honing cheaper to 1370. Get all the classes that you potentially want to play to 1370, because 1370 right now is basically free. It's really cheap. You just need to hone your tier 3 gear to plus 15, I think. It's really cheap. So this is you can do. You can get a few characters there, see how it feels. If you like it, you can decide which 5 classes that you want to keep as your alts, your main alts. The ones you don't like, you can just send them to low ping and get silver. So why stop at 1370? There's a few reasons. The main one is Una task now rewards greater honor leap zones instead of the normal ones. A second thing is that you can start doing Argos. So what you should do is you should pay for Argo buses. I'll see if I can find any. I think there's more Argo buses than actual lobbies now. See? So what you do is you join one of these lobbies, you talk to them, you pay them the gold, like 1900 gold per slot, and they do P3 for you. So you get the rewards not only for P1, you get P2 and P3, because when you're 1370, you can only do P1. So I think you get a total of 2800 gold. If I join here, right? So 2800 gold is from all 3 phases of Argos. But if I only do phase 1, because I'm 1370, I can only get 800. But if I get carried for, let's say, 1800 gold, like this guy, you actually make more than 800, right? So 2800 minus 1800 is 1000 gold. So you actually make more gold from buying a bus. And you also get more mats, more leaf zones, right? Mats, legendary gear, and gold. So because you get more Argos blood. Yeah, so what you do is after you get your alt to 1370, pay for an Argo bus, and then craft your 6-piece legendary gear week 1. This is possible only if you pay for a bus for P3 and if you use the Orha essence you get from the weeklies, the Orha dungeons, I mean. So these ones. I'm sure most of you guys know this. These ones, the hard mode ones. The requirement's 1370. So after that, after you get all that, you can convert the extra Orha and Argos into leap zones. It actually gives you a lot. So I'm pretty sure. So this is after you craft your legendary gear. Okay. A P3 Argos gives you 50 leap zones from the Argos blood. So it's a lot of leap zones. Going to 1385 is pointless. 1340, I mean not 1340. Going to 1400 is also pointless. because the Chaos Dungeon is basically the same. Valganos not only requires you to gear your ults, right? Because you need enough DPS to do it, and it'll take a long time anyways. So it's not, and you don't get too much more rewards compared to Yoho, which is a lot easier, right? And P2 Argos will give you more gold compared to if you pay for a bus, but you will be missing the P3 part 3 reward. And you have to gear your ult with legendary accessories that are useless after 14-15. I mean, not useless, but you throw some of them away. And it'll be hard for you to find a P2 party even. Let me just try to find one. Because most people just pay for a bus, right? If I search P2, there's only one party, right? It was really hard to find a party. And if you look at their gear, right, they're all 4-3. So they bought a lot of these accessories. They're pretty cheap, but the fee on cost is not though. So see 4-3. I mean, this is a 3-3 and a 2. This guy is pretty, yeah. So they're somewhat geared, right? And they're probably also friends. So it's gonna be hard for you to find a lobby. So like if I apply, I don't think I can get in because look at my engravings, right? I didn't work on my engravings at all. So unless you spend money and buy accessories, you're not going to get into a party. Yeah, so after you get your ult to 1370, there's a few things that you need to do every day. So what ends up happening is going from 1370 to 40 to 14, 15, leaf stones are the most important material. So every day there's a daily. You want to do Una daily and weekly. Okay, I shouldn't have put that there. So what you want to do is you want to do Una daily and weekly. That's at least 12 leap stones a day. What I usually do are these. Yeah, so Where It Belongs and Frozen Sea, and the 2 Phaeton quests. If you don't know what these are, you can just do a quick search on YouTube. You can just put in fastest Unas, and I'm sure there's people that made videos on it. You get 12 leap stones a day, and so weeklies. What I usually do is the 2 boss rush ones. These 2, because they give the most amount of leap stones. If you want, you can do the PvP one. It'll take longer though, because you need to play 5 games. And I do the Guardian raid, gives 4 leap stones. And you do Guardian raids anyways, so it's like just free leap stones, right? Yeah. Pay for the Chaos Dungeons, you should do that because it gives you silver and bound leap stones. Silver is pretty important because you will run out. See, I only have 4 million. That's because I'm holding on a lot of characters, right? I used to have like 30 mil. I never really rerolled gems either. It just drains your silver when you hold your ults. So Chaos Dungeons are important. Argos, Oraha buses. You don't really have to pay for a bus for Oraha. You can just matchmake. Sometimes you get people that are strong enough to carry you. Yeah, so next thing, buy boss rush chests and hone raid up material chests from guild shop. So that requires you to join a guild. I'm in a alt guild. So if you have the level 5 shop, so these ones, Punica entrance ticket chest and the Bloodstone exchange. I already bought those, and you should also buy these. I didn't buy these yet. These will give you solar protection, blessing, and grace. You open them, and you just pray for a boss rush ticket. Oh, see, I got one, right? The chances are not that low. I think, I'm not sure the exact chances, but usually from 3 boxes you will get 1 or 2 if you're lucky. Open these. These will save a little bit leap zones. You can also buy the leap zones straight from here in the guild shop, but they're not that many, right? And usually you want to save your bloodstones for boss rush tickets. So if I have a lot of bloodstones, I'll buy these, but right now I won't, because I'm afraid that by next week I won't have enough to buy the boss rush ones. Yeah, so you should do this every week. And use event materials on your alts if you can. If you don't need it on your if you don't need it on your main. Yeah. So this is like the saving period. You just park your alt at 1370 and you save up as much mats as possible, right? Now holding from 1370 to 1415, that's a 45 eye level jump. It's gonna cost you a lot, even with the stronghold research and even with the stronghold research. So get your main to 1460 first. This is a must because it unlocks the 1415 stronghold research before you hone. So you must do this. If you don't, you're just throwing money away. Right? Because why would you invest in your alt before you invest on your main so you can make your alt holding cheaper? Anyways, what you want to do is you want to go to the max row calculator like this. This is a calculator. You go to the stronghold research, you tick everything that you have, so you will have everything when you hone your alt to 1415, and see how much mats you need. My recommendation is to do the 17, 7, so you hone your armor to 17, 17, 13, 12, 12, and your weapon at 11. It's a lot cheaper than honing all of them to 15. So I can show you here. What you do, so you click armor, right? Legendary gear starts at 6 after gear transfer, so you want all of them to be at 12 first, right? So they're at least 12, and you want one of them to be at 13, and you want two of them to be at 17. And then you go to your weapon, click the weapon, 1340 gear, right? Don't click the 1302. So you go 6 to 11, 1, and it costs you around 1500 leap stones. So I'll just show you. It's a lot cheaper than the all 15 method. Oops. So if you want all 15, it's easy to put in. So 6 to 15, 5, and then weapon 6 to 15, 1. That's pretty small. I'll zoom in a bit. So see the difference here, right? So if you go all 15, you need 1700, almost 1800 leap zone, 63k blue ones, and 21k red. 1100 fusion, some shards, flat gold, 30,000 almost, and 6.6 mil silver. If you just compare the two, right? This is a lot cheaper. The only mats that you're going to spend more if you go the 1717 method is 1000 more guardian stones, and that's like 100 gold, right? And you spend a lot less of all the other materials. So I highly recommend going 17 17, 13 12 12, and weapon stays at 11. Yeah, so you start honing once you have enough leap zones. I honed to I started honing because there's nothing else for me to do. Most of my alts, I'm happy where they are. So, whenever I get some leap zones, I'll just go home, right? I was just gonna hone after I make this video. Yeah, so I think what you should do is save all your mats first and then hone them in one go. So after you hone, you should gear them up, of course, and then you can start running like Belton. Yeah, so where to park your alts? 1430. I think this is the best spot to park. Most cost efficient because you can do Vicus and get wings and extra gold. This is extra gold. You don't lose any gold. So when you get 1415, you lose the Aura Hut dungeon gold. So you're losing something, but you're getting something. You're getting Voltan, right? And but when you get 1430, you're not losing anything. You're just gonna get an extra raid to do for extra gold. Yeah, so no more holding buffs after 1415. So what this means is that there's no point waiting. Yeah, so that's it. There's no point waiting. I mean, of course, if you think the mats prices are gonna drop, sure, why not? But like, you still get more gold from holding to 1430, right? So you should do this anyways, even if the mat drops, because the earlier you get it, the faster you get your investment back. Yeah, so finally going past 1430, when you should do that on your alt. So it depends on your main's eye level and your book. So I mean, this is just two things I thought of. What I want to say is that, so for me, because my alt is 1490, there's basically no point in me holding on that character anymore until more content is introduced, right? I also don't need to invest in books because I have 2 plus 12 books. So there's nothing for me to spend gold on other than my alts. Yeah, so if you have Grudge 12 and if your main is up to date with the latest content, I think you can start holding your alts past 1430. It's also really fun because you get your relic set at 1445 and you'll see your character perform a lot better and you actually like them more instead of just a material farmer for your main, right? You're gonna start actually enjoy playing your alts. Yeah, so hope this video is helpful. All right, good luck on your honing. Thank you.